Hi guys, welcome back to the weekly show. I'm Lieutenant Valera, and today I'll be your host.
Lono ika makahiki. The season of makahiki has started to begin. All of the signs are around us. We've got lots of clouds coming around that come during the season of makahiki. They're called auloa, au poko, au ki'e, au halo, au ho'opua. And these are the clouds that bring storms. So we will be starting to see more rain. We also have more earthquakes, more of the kawila or the thunder and lightning. You'll see some of the sugar cane start to put out their pua or their tassels, and when that starts to happen, there's a olelo no iao that says poke ko aikamano. That means you got to be careful about going in the ocean because there's more sharks. So all of these, because the ocean is more active, there's going to be more waves. You're going to see more of the different types of star formations, like Makahiki has the rise of the Pleiades, or the Makali'i comes over Haleakala. And you see that as it comes over, you know that Makahiki is here. So typically right around the first week of November, we start to celebrate Makahiki and open up Makahiki. And this year, for our school, we will be doing the Makahiki games again, but we have a couple of new games. Now we have all of the regular games, and I'll read off the list to you. That is Kukini, which is the 50-yard dash. Hakamoa is where you have a wrestling on one foot. You're jumping against another person, Hakamoa. There is the Uma, the Pa'uma, which is the arm wrestling and then the standing arm wrestling. There's the Pohaku, which you have to do a shot put with a stone. There's Huki Huki, which is tug of war, O'o'ihe, which is throwing the spear into a banana stump. There is Huki Papa, which is a one-on-one tug of war, except you're standing on stones, so you have to unbalance your opponent to win. There is Konane, which is a form of Hawaiian checkers, which is right here. We also have a couple of new games, and so there are 4 water games. There's Lelepahu, which is the biggest splash off of the diving board. Then there is the Lelekava, which is the smallest splash. You have to do a pencil right down in the water with no splash. There is the Aholoa, which is how long you can hold your breath while going across the pool. And there's the Kaupua, which is you take the green seeded coconuts, the little ones, throw it into the pool, and you have so many students have to dive in the water, and whoever gets the baby coconut first is the winner. And then we have a couple of games that are on land. So this is a spinning top made of kukui, and there's just a piece of bamboo in the top. You drill a hole and put it in the top. This is called hu, and whoever's kukui can spin the longest is the winner. Little kids like this game. It's called hu. And then there is Lolo. Lolo is a finger game where you hook the right pointer fingers and you pull and try to get the other person to release their finger or to get off balance. There's No'a. No'a is a game where you have a team. So you have a team of 3 people, each sitting on each side. You choose one of your teammates to hold a stone or a ko'a. This is a ko'a, which is a coral. They hold it in their hand like this. And then they go through the different pieces of cloth, and you have to decide which one it is. The opposite team takes a piece of a niau, which is the midrib of a coconut leaf, and if they point to the right one and it's there, they get a point. So that's called no'a. And then we also have another game where it's called kimo, and this is kind of like jacks, except you're using ko'a or you're using stones. And so you have to take one stone, you throw it up in the air and pick another one up. I just dropped it. But you have to be able to catch it. And you go through until the number of ones that you can catch in your hand. So you gotta catch them. And then you put that one down and you use the stone and you catch another one. And so the one who can catch the most stones is the winner. And that's called kimo. And then we have another game which is called the cartwheel race. It's called ho'okaka'a. And you start at one end and you do cartwheels all the way to the other end. And the person who can make it to the other end first is the winner. And so those are some of the new games this year. I have sent out a survey to all of the middle and high school to take the survey of which games you would like to participate in. Of course, we can do all of them, but there will be 4 required for everyone to be able to go into the Makahiki season January 10th through the 13th, with the final Makahiki on the 13th. And that's the day that we will have the big festival up on the field. Lunch will be Hawaiian food, and we will also be able to have other types of activities. We're gonna do the coconut husking again, but Kumu Afe is gonna teach us how to actually take the meat out and then to make coconut milk. And so we will be doing that. We want to save all of the coconut shells so that everybody can make their own apu, especially for the seniors, for their maveke ceremony. For graduation, we want them to have their own apu for their ceremony. So there's going to be lots of activities, and we want to start practicing through the month of November and December. And then you guys will have your break, and then we come back. We have 1 week, and then we have Makahiki competitions. So there are a number of things that I would like to teach you these coming weeks. We already know our Oahimae Lono chant, which is what we will do as a part of it. And we will also do our Ka'ikukulu, which is the hula that we have done before up at the Aha Makahiki by the Unu. And then we're going to be learning 2 new chants, which I sent an email out to the teachers on how to sing those chants. And this is going to be the chants during the competition that we sing to the winner and that we sing to the competitor. And so look in your emails for those chants, and you will be able to practice them during the day or in the piko and panina of the week. So lono ika makahiki. Mahalo for this time. Aloha.
For watching and having me as your host, I'm Lieutenant Valera, signing off. Wow.